Yesterday, I talked during a video about Ed Martin, the new U.S. attorney, the acting U.S. attorney for the District of Columbia. And I went pretty hard on Chuck Schumer. I'm not apologizing for it. I stand by every single word I said. If you want to see it, you can go back. But in this video, I talked about leaders in America, political leaders, especially Democrats, because we should expect more from them than we do Republicans. We should expect courage and leadership and guidance and resistance to what is currently taking place in our federal government. And every once in a while, as though some karmic justice takes place or God reaches its hand down upon me and says, look, I know you're down about the fact that Chuck Schumer and so many other leaders in the Democratic Party aren't doing their thing, not doing what you think they should, what they should do. Here you go, Jesse. This is just for you, brother. Janet Mills, the governor of Maine, was at a reception at the White House yesterday, and to Donald Trump's face, he wasn't expecting it. He wasn't waiting for it. He wasn't wanting it. It flustered him. You're going to watch it. He is telling lies about transgender athletes. He's telling lies specifically about someone who's not trans, that boxer from this summer in the Olympics, who beat the shit out of that Italian boxer who quit. Oh, one punch and it's too much, because this gold medalist, this champion, this woman boxer, not trans, doesn't matter, but not trans, was a powerhouse. And they're still clinging to this lie, this conspiracy theory that this woman is something that she's not. It wouldn't matter if she's trans, like I said. She's just not. And Donald Trump goes on this. I'm going to play this clip for you, but I want to set up what he was saying in the midst of the end of him trailing off about the Olympics and trans boxers. And he's lying. And then he goes and talks about the NCAA and calls out as the Maine governor. Are they here? He has no idea who she is. And then it's the back and forth where she ends it by saying, we'll see you in court. He's like, okay. He's all flustered. It's great. This is what we need in Democratic politics. This is what we need in leadership, is someone who's unafraid to go into the lion's den, into the White House, and call Donald Trump to his face. I'm not afraid, she said. I'll talk right to the president. I mean, the only thing that would have made this better is if she had said, fuck you, what's wrong with you? Stop putting that color on your face, you freak. That's the only critique I have. So if you're waiting for that at the end of this, you're not going to see it. You can click off now. But if you do want to see this exchange, here you go.
I mean, the women, if you watch the Olympics, you had two transitioned people that were fighting in the women's boxing. They have women's boxing category. And if you saw that, it was brutal. What happened to the Italian woman was a really good boxer. After one punch, she said, no more. I've never been hit. It was a left. It was not even it was just a left jab. She got hit so hard, she said, I can't do it. They forced her to go out. No, go out again. You'll do it. Goes out again, gets hit again. No, that's it. She didn't want to die. And it's crazy, but the NCAA has complied immediately, by the way. That's good. But I understand Maine. Is Maine here, the governor of Maine? Well, are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it, because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply, because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Every state, good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one. And enjoy your life after governor, because I don't think you'll be in elected politics.
Nice, right? Did you notice this, though? I should have prepped you for it so you're attuned ear to it. Donald Trump says, well, we are the federal law. Both of those things are incorrect. The White House is not the federal law, and Donald Trump certainly isn't the law.
We are the federal law.
The law is the law, Donald Trump. You're just the president of the United States. You're but a man who's been elected to do a job that you're currently not doing. You don't represent the law. You sign the laws as a part of a co-equal branch of 3 branches of our government. It would do you really well. Look, Donald, bring it in. No, a little closer. I know you don't read so good, little buddy, but maybe you could have someone read to you. And then when they're reading you like a bedtime story, when they're reading you, when you get to a word you don't understand, like appointments or disagreement or faithfully, words that don't really cross your lexicon, judicial, things like this. You could ask whoever's reading it to you to interpret that word, to just dumb it down just a little bit to make it make sense in your Adderall rotted brain. Because it's a muscle that you just don't use, because when's the last time you read a book, little buddy? When do you think that was? All right. This is what we need. We need more of this. This is a 77-year-old woman who was unafraid, who went in there knowing that it's possible that Donald Trump might say something, and she was prepared. That's what we need. So all of my criticisms for Democratic leadership, for the leaders in the party, not just the leaders, but also they are leaders of our party if you're elected to any federal office. It's not, the criticism I have isn't just for Chuck Schumer and his septuagenarian nature. It's not just for old people. I praise Elizabeth Warren all the time. It's not just for AOC that I have respect, or Jasmine Crockett, or so many others who are doing exemplary work there. You could be a leader at any age. You can do the right thing at any age. You can act correctly at any age. You can hold Donald Trump accountable. You can metaphorically grab him by the scruff of his neck and tell him, we will not comply. We will deny you your wins. We will deny you your agenda items to be successfully articulated upon the United States. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Because we are not the Republican Party that brings to bear violence when we don't get our way. Good for you, Governor Janet Mills. Good for you. Hopefully you can put on some kind of a webinar or a masterclass, put that on YouTube, of how to act in the face of tyranny and oppression. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, as always, daily at Dollemore. That's actually one daily at Dollemore.com. You can also comment below. Make sure you're subscribed. You watch my content with any regularity and you're not subscribed, you're doing yourself, and, to a lesser degree, me, a disservice. Anyway, that would be fantastic. If you want to help support this work and help me produce these videos on a daily basis, keep the lights on around here, and increase the volume of content that we put out, I would appreciate that. You can click the join button below, become a channel member for $1.99 a month, or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I love and appreciate you very much. Thanks for your activism. Thanks for your concern about the diminishing leadership in the Democratic Party. And it's diminishing leadership for sure in the Republican Party. But I'm just so not used to saying that about Democrats. We need people, fighters. And thank you for holding them accountable. Be genuine. Take care of one another.